So I recently got paid around $4,000 to do 4 hours of consulting with a $50 million annuity producer. And what I want to do is share with you guys the 3 lessons and 3 biggest things that I saw that he's doing differently from everyone else in the industry. That way you can apply them to your business to scale your annuity production and ultimately make more money. Now, to be clear, this individual is doing $50 million on his own pen, not counting his team's production. And the model that he uses to do that is not what you would think. So let's dive in, starting with lesson number 1. All right, so lesson number 1 is to find a scalable lead acquisition system, okay? So find a scalable lead system, okay? Now, there's a million different things that you can do, all right? This individual has bought leads. He's done webinars. He's done referrals, mailers, Facebook ads. He's done all of these different things, but his main way, his main mode of getting clients and getting leads is he does in-person seminars and he run ads with Facebook and then also does some mailers to fill in-person seminars, right? Now, some of you guys may be watching this and you're like, that sounds horrible. I want to do everything virtually, and that's totally fine. There's other people that are doing massive numbers all virtually. However, this individual, he prefers to do things in person. Now, one of the reasons that I was speaking with him is so that he could kind of make the shift to do more things virtually, which is what I'll talk about in just a moment. But ultimately, he got to $50 million doing this. And so the key is you need to find something that works for you. There's a lot of things that work, but you need to find what specifically works for you and then just do a ton of it, right? He does, I believe it's around 4 seminars a month. It's between 2 and 4. He's doing them consistently. Like when I was in the office with him, him and his assistant were going back and forth on like trying to figure out like the details for like 3 different seminars that they had coming up. Like they got it lined up. They got ads running consistently, and they are spending tons and tons of money to fill these rooms, right? The numbers that I was given from him is they spend around $5,000 to fill up a seminar. And then they're usually able to convert around 4 people from those seminars. So they found a very profitable and very scalable way of getting clients, right? A lot of what we do for clients is we set up Facebook ads for them, and then we run appointments to like a call funnel. This individual was doing seminars on a variety of topics from like Social Security to Roth IRAs, different things like that. And then they go, and so it's not like everyone there is coming to be interested in annuities, but they're coming in just interested in retirement, and then they are able to steer the conversation towards annuities. So you have to be pretty skilled to do this, but if you have the skill and you enjoy doing things in person, obviously it's working, right? So lesson number 1 is to find a scalable lead system and then just push your foot on the gas, right? Lesson number 2 is to essentially eliminate everything else other than what is moving the needle and making money. So only do what pays you the most. So this individual has gotten to a point, let's just call him Mr. 50 mil. Mr. 50 mil has gotten to a point where all he does are 2 things, all right? He does his seminars, and then he meets with clients. That is it. His entire day is just these things. Everything else, from writing applications, doing the paperwork, even doing the marketing, licensing, calling leads, All of the stuff is off of his plate so that he can do these two things that make him the most money. And so he's not afraid to invest into having staff, hiring people, having a team, which brings me to lesson number 3, which is building a team to support you. Right? Now, I don't mean specifically a team of agents, because again, he's doing this just on his own pen. What I'm referring to specifically here is a team to handle his back office. So I'll just give you a few of the people that are behind the scenes helping him do what he needs to do. He has an assistant who books out the venues, coordinates all of that. He has a appointment setter. He has a marketer who I was helping to train at this consulting day. He also has he called it a processor, who essentially does all of the paperwork and back and forth to make sure that his policies and annuities get pushed through to the carriers. And then he had some other producers. He also had a content manager. And all of these people were essentially, working on the mission and allowing him to do this production. Now, they also do other things, but he's been able to delegate everything off of his plate, where the assistant is doing like booking things for him. The appointment setter is calling the leads and making sure that they show up and coordinating it. The marketer is helping to generate and run the ads. The processor is doing all the paperwork and actually writes the annuity applications and deals with the carriers and helps to move the money over, everything that goes there. He has other producers that he also gets overrides on, and then a content manager that helps him film and edits his videos and does everything there. And so really the biggest takeaway that I think that I had when you compare Mr. 50 Million to other producers is really that he treats this business like a business. Most people just treat it like a glorified sales job, but he treats it like a business. He realizes the value of his time. He focuses on the highest level, highest leverage activities and builds scalable systems so that he can ultimately grow his business. So if you want to learn more about hiring our team to help you out with marketing, again, we were hired to do 4 hours for $4,000 to do consulting for this individual. But we also have other packages, obviously. So if you want to learn more about that, click the link down below in the description to see how we could potentially help you out with marketing. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you soon.